A lot of folks forget that our species evolved on the hot plains of Africa for 200,000 years. This was like every day. We can handle this. No drama necessary, but they didn't wear three-piece suits. I'll tell you.
Just making sure you're okay.
Making sure I'm all right. I have my white on, and I am elderly, and I do drink plenty of fluids. No, you have a three-piece suit on. They didn't
what
wear
I
that.
wear all the time.
They didn't wear that thousands of years ago.
Outside this afternoon, I'm going to do lawn work in this.
All right, these people are fun. This went through our security, but it's from the girls at the Eldred Township Thrift Store.
Oh, yeah, they usually send us some good stuff.
We don't preview these things. We don't know what it is, so while he opens, I'll just talk. Welcome to a great day to be alive. It's going to be sunny, hot. These are the days you fantasize about all winter long. And this heat wave is going to slowly end today and into tomorrow. So take it in while you can. Appreciate it for what it is. Could be the hottest and longest, driest day of not only the year, but the decade or more.
The Kunkletown
From the Kunkletown Thrift Girls. Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
How about you?
Ready for the reveal?
Yeah, right. So it's a mustache mug. And it looks almost homemade here, too. So this goes with the Summer of the Stash.
That's
John,
pretty cool.
So because watch what I'm going to do here. I give you permission. I'm going to protect my microphone here to dump that.
It has a little pour spout, too. I'm cooling off the elderly. Do you feel better?
Woo.
Here, hold on.
I hope my mascara doesn't run. All right, and now evaporative cooling. Let me show you this. Woo, I feel
He's gonna be okay.
There's that high sun angle, John, about 75 degrees above the horizon as it arcs in the sky. How do you feel about that?
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Temperatures now 60s to low 70s. I feel like Don Johnson, 80s, Miami Vice. Got that look, right? All he needs is what did he have, a Lamborghini? I got a Mazda Miata. All right, same thing. Hey, temperatures today's 95 to 100. Going to be a beautiful, hot, sunny day. Dew points are high. The purple indicates that very sultry air mass. If you have a mechanical body part, you're probably going to sweat 10W40 oil. Again tomorrow, still hot, but watch what happens on Thursday. Dew points drop from east to west as a boundary in an east wind. So this will be a big change, and it's only a couple days away with less humid air in lime green. Today, sun, heat, longest, hottest, and driest day of the year, the decade, and maybe even decades, depending how it turns out. This, my friend, is a 1935 Packard hearse. We're going to talk about that. Our pointers today, it's an awesome one. See, we get all generations watching here at WNEP. Here we have the lovely Addie, Mackenzie, and Braylon, graduates of 2025 with their mustaches on. And they're under this arch of balloons, very similar to this big arc that's over us. There's Pennsylvania, there's Florida, here's your West Coast, get your perspective. You got to see the water vapor loops to see the motion of the upper atmosphere. That's where weather happens, and you can see these little areas of spin trying to crash through that ridge. So, it's in place. There they are. We're all enjoying the heat and humidity, the way life's meant to be in summer. But watch as this Packard represents those waves. It crashes in. That's going to push a front through on Wednesday into Thursday, and that front's going to be like my hand stuck over us. The heat stays down here. Cooler weather starts moving in, but we're going to be right in between the two where showers like to form. So today looks like the last totally dry day of the week. Sunny all day today. There's the Packard. Here's that front coming in tomorrow. Still a nice sunny Wednesday, but late in the day, some scattered showers and thunderstorms Wednesday. Thursday, that diagonal swath of clouds, murky, muggy, breaks of sun, scattered showers on Thursday. And then on Friday, this whole thing starts to come back at us. It tries to lift up with warmer air. Look what happens on Friday. You have an east wind. It could stay in the 60s and 70s as that diagonal cut right across the state with some scattered showers start to form. So watch as temperatures tumble. Tomorrow, still near 90. Thursday, a lot of 70s to near 80. And then on Friday, could it stay in the 60s with an east wind in some of our eastern counties? You never know. It's going to be a day of transition. So longest, highest, driest, that's today. It's a moment in time. It's like Christmas. It's like your 21st birthday. Come on, appreciate this. Scattered thunderstorms every day for the rest of the week. And back to the 70s too on Friday. And then the weekend, that hearse that I mentioned will be nearby, that Packard, and that means more showers, especially on Saturday. So we still haven't had a totally dry weekend since March. But look who's here to talk about that 1935 Packard. Are you ready? Give me an egg. Oh, yeah. Temperatures in the 90s and the 35 Packard hearse. Well, here's the deal. The record high yesterday and today was 94. Yesterday's high was from 1965, and that's when Pete Townsend of The Who was only 20 years old, wrote the lyric, "Hope I die before I get old." He was inspired by a car. He was sitting on his porch and he watched Queen Mother's 1935 Packard hearse pass by, and that inspired him to write that song. Isn't that nuts? You see an old guy go by in a hearse, dead, in a coffin. You're 20 years old. I get it. And he later bought one of those things too, Pete, with all of his money. So there's the hearse. There it is sitting on us through the weekend with that stuck front. But watch what happens in the next week. Whoo! With this dip here in the east, no more 90s. So appreciate them while they're here today and tomorrow. And we get some scattered T-storms later tomorrow, Thursday. And Friday, we could have an east wind with barely 70 degrees in some of the eastern counties. But the weekend should be mainly dry with 80 to 85 in those Saturday thunderstorms on Saturday. Do I look like Don Johnson, Johnny Baby? What do you think?
You kind of are pulling off that Miami Vice look. You cooled, most importantly.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I'll check on you again in 15